Hi, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm going to be flipping through my 2024 planner. This is my catch-all planner. I'm not going to do a flip through of my journal because I only kept up with it for a few months last year, but I did want to show you my catch-all planner. If you don't know what a catch-all planner is, it's basically just your main planner that you keep everything in. Last year was the first year that I used a classic happy planner for my catch-all. Previous years, I've always used a big happy planner, and this year for 2025, I did switch back to a big. I'm very happy about that. So this is kind of a one-off year, I feel like, but let's just show you everything that I did. This cover is from Live Love Posh. I think it's really cute. I'll try to remember to link it for you. Her covers are really nice, and I like using deluxe covers in my planner. So not only was 2024 the first year that I went to a classic happy planner, but it's also the first year that I switched to the dashboard layout. I've experimented with it before, but this is the first time I've actually used it. And then halfway through the year, I switched to a checklist layout. Both layouts really didn't work for me fully, so I did switch back to a vertical this year. Oh, my makeup page. This is makeup to buy. I started using these pages as a symptom tracker, and I only got as far as January 19th. So that did not work out. Here's my January currently page. I started off with a bang. I really love this page. It has like a comic book vibe, and it's just bright and fun. I participated in Dry January last year, and one of the best things I've ever done. I didn't really have a problem with alcohol, but it was becoming kind of like a habit for me. And so it was just nice to have a refresh, and it worked out really well. So this was like a goal page for January. I was planning to use one of these goal pages every month, and did I? No, I only used it this one month. So yeah, that didn't really work out. I was also probably going to use this, and I did not. I'm someone who always wants to be the person to use all these extra things in my planner, and then I end up not being that person. I do try once in a while, and then I just go back to just the regular planner. Here's my January monthly. This is my Dry January tracker. So what I did, and this was actually really fun, what I did was come in every day that I didn't drink and put a little sticker on the day, and it could be like anything from any sticker book. I just kind of picked a random sticker book each time and picked a sticker that appealed to me, and then I put some of these drinks with X's on there. Here's my first spread in the dashboard layout and the first spread of 2024. I think this is super fun. I'd like to tell you every single sticker book I used for these spreads, but I don't remember. And someone did suggest in the past for me to write it down in like little writing in my spread. And I always forget to do that as well. So a lot of these though are YouTube videos, so you can go back and check for those. I'm not going to link them all, but some of them were Patreon exclusive videos and some were YouTube videos. And once in a while I did them on my own, but most of the time I filmed them. I always love a good blue spread in January, and this one was fun. I drew little snowflakes. Let's see, what was I doing? I was watching Married at First Sight. I say it's getting really dumb though, and there are too many dogs. Bumble won't stop barking. Bumble watches TV like very closely and barks at every single animal, and not just every animal, but every cartoon animal, every drawing of an animal. She really takes it way too far, and it's hard to watch certain shows with her, so some of them I just can't watch with her. Yeah, it's a little weird. This was National Sticker Day, and last year I forgot to make a National Sticker Day spread. Thank goodness I remembered this year. This one's so sweet. Look at this. I love this one. So I do love decorating that dashboard layout. I think it's really fun to decorate. But by the way, if you're someone who just started the dashboard and just started trying to decorate it, it is kind of tricky to get used to, especially if you've been decorating vertical for so long. But once I got the hang of it, I really enjoyed decorating it. The thing I love about the dashboard layout is this long to-do list in the side. I kind of wish that Happy Planner would just put a long to-do list in the vertical sidebar every time, but you can always add your own. But yeah, I also really like these two areas here because it's very versatile. Last year I started using it for like my word of the year, like a little journaling about that, and then Dry January here in January. And then down here, I usually just decorated it. But this one's really cute. I like the colors in this one. My daughter Heather came home from Germany this month. And so that was like the highlight of my month. It was so nice to see her and know that I could see her almost anytime I wanted to. So that was great. I hit 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys. Let's see, Heather started working for me. I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. Not much was happening. Usually January is a pretty slow month for me, like social wise. I think it's because I get really involved in my work in January because it's a new year. There's all these new year videos to make, and it's also like really exciting to get a fresh start in my planner. So I kind of hustle hard in January, not really meaning to, but that's kind of the way it is. And so I kind of don't do as much in January socially, so there wasn't a lot going on here. I was also starting to have major relationship issues at this point, so you're going to see a breakup soon. But here's my February currently page. I think that turned out really cute. I really like the boxes with the stitching. I was planning Go Wild. I was obsessed with slime, you guys. If you didn't see my slime video, you can go back and watch my slime video. Really obsessed with buying slime and like playing with slime. That was my obsession for a couple of months, like probably about 4 or 5 months. I was really obsessed with slime, and then it sort of just went off. I haven't played with slime in a really long time. It was kind of like a quick hobby for me. I still like it a lot, but I'm not as obsessed with it. We're into the February monthly. I usually do some kind of like heart theme or Valentine theme. So I think that turned out cute. And then here's the first week in February. This is a cute spread. I really like the spreads where I draw my own boxes. I don't do it all the time, but I actually really like those ones. Again, not much happening. It was my 6-year Instagram anniversary. You know, I went out to dinner, went to therapy. Not much happening, really. Oh, I remember this spread. This one's really cute. This is a YouTube video, I think. This might be an After the Pen video, actually. I love it because of all the animals, and you know I love animals in my spread. If you're new here, I do love animals. So I love putting them in my planner, and it's super fun. I also really like the pastel spreads, the ones that are sort of like muted pastels, very subdued. I think those are so pretty, and it just gives me like a calming feeling when I'm writing in it. I don't know, I really like those a lot. Super Bowl Sunday, I was watching The Office, rewatching The Office. I had lunch with my family, so just a regular week. Okay, this is Valentine's Day week, obviously. The spread's a little crazy, right? But this was not a great week because this was like the beginning of the end of my relationship. This was like, it was tanking. It was really tanking. We did go out to dinner on Valentine's Day, but it was not a great week. And then this happened. Okay, so the breakup was, I think, on the 20th. It was like around here somewhere. I think this spread is so cute, and I'm bummed that this is the week I chose to make this cute spread because I think it's adorable. I really like these stickers, but yeah, you will see that I kind of shift out of using my planner for like a month or so. When bad things happen in my life and I go through hard times, I tend to abandon my planner. So if that happens to you, you're not alone. I think it happens to most people. I think if I weren't someone who was on YouTube, I would have even taken longer off my planner. But since this is my job and I film these videos, like it does help me to get back into it because it's my livelihood. But I usually don't want any part in writing in it when I'm sad. So that's what was happening here and here. This was a Black History Month spread, which I think is really cute. I really like this one. This was a video, but I didn't write in it. I did make a March currently page though, and I think this one turned out really cute actually. I didn't use any box stickers on it, which is not typical, but I think it turned out really, really cute. Here's my spring cleaning pages. This was a video. By the way, all of the currently pages and all of the monthlies are videos, I'm pretty sure. So if you're interested in any of those, you can always go back and watch those. So yeah, this was my cleaning page. And then we're into the March monthly. I think this one is fun. These were Live, Love, Posh stickers mostly. It has like a St. Patrick's Day pastel vibe. So I'm still not using my planner. So sometimes when I don't use my planner, I write a little note to myself as to why I didn't use it. So I was wrong. It wasn't 1 month. It was probably 2 months that I didn't use it. So here I say, it's been 2 weeks since Mike and I broke up, but I'm still struggling to stick to my planner and journal. This is a time of adjustment in my life, and he still isn't even moved out yet. It's okay to skip. So he had actually left the day after the breakup and went and stayed with his sister, but he still had all of his stuff here. And that was part of it. Like, it was a good 3 weeks before he was able to, I think it was like around here somewhere. Yeah, it was like 3 weeks before he was able to get his things out of the house. And so just living here with all of his stuff and him not living here, and like, it was like yucky, you know what I mean? And knowing that he had to come back and get the stuff, like the whole thing was just such a yucky, awful feeling. And so I still was like in that, I did not want to use it. And this I didn't even decorate. I think the weeks that I decorate, I actually tried to get back into it, and then I just ended up not writing in it. But some weeks I'm just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna decorate. I tried again here. It did not work, which is a shame because I think this spread's really cute. These were stickers from Live, Love, Posh Plant Babe. And I like the boxes and everything. It just didn't happen. Again, nothing here. So we are into April. I was reading Malibu Rising. I was watching Young Sheldon, embracing the single life or trying to, planning go wild, excited about my trip to Cancun with the girls, and learning QuickBooks, which still I have not learned. And then here's my soft and pretty April monthly. I think this turned out really nice. Here was Go Wild. So I have like a strip sticker showing like the days that I was away. And then we go right into the first week of April. I don't love this spread so much. I think I'm not crazy about this sticker book in general, and I forget what it's called, but this is one of those where the color palette is just kind of not, I'm not loving it. And also I just didn't put much effort into like my lettering in this, although I did write in it. So I should just, be happy that I wrote in it. My daughter Allie was living with me, and her boyfriend Liam moved in for a few weeks because his lease was up, and then they were moving out into their own apartment. So this is when they moved out on April 6th. And this is when I think maybe I fall off again, maybe not. But I was pretty sad because already Mike moved out, and then I had Allie and Liam here for like a month, and then they moved out as well. So then it was like, I kind of was flailing, like, what do I do? I'm by myself now, living completely alone for the first time in my life. Like, I've lived alone before, but it was like 1 week on, 1 week off with my kids. So it wasn't truly alone. And this is the first year that I am a complete empty nester. Like, so this was such mixed emotions for me. I was happy for Allie, of course, but for me, it was just a stage in my life was ending. It was definitely about time because she was 26 when she moved out. So obviously it was time for her to leave and fly the nest, right? But still, it was, for me, just so bittersweet. And you can even see here, I wrote first day living alone and sad face and then a smiley face. So I was like so unsure as to how I felt about it. You can see that I'm writing in my planner, but I'm not making a whole lot of effort to write a lot or make it pretty, and that's okay. It wasn't my usual, but I was trying to get back into it. Like, I didn't even fill out these boxes. It was Bumble's birthday, though. She turned 7, and it was the week of the solar eclipse. And I wrote feeling crappy mentally. But I did go to my friend's house, and I did go shopping. And I picked Allie and Liam up from the airport because they were away. So yeah, it wasn't a completely lonely week. And then the next week I went to Go Wild, and this is my Go Wild spread. You can see I added in a vertical page in here because I felt like the dashboard was getting kind of stagnant and I wanted to change. And also I knew I was going to do a lot of journaling this week, so I thought the vertical was kind of better for that. So Go Wild was in Dallas last year. If you're new to planning, Go Wild is a planner conference that they have it in a different place every year in a different city. And last year was Dallas. And that was the best Go Wild I've ever been to. It was so much fun. And I didn't want to go. I am a true introvert and I have a little bit of social anxiety and I did not want to go. And I probably I think I talked about that on my channel. I really didn't want to go, but I'm so glad I went and I am going again this year. So let me know in the comments if you're going. I would love to meet you or see you again if I've seen you before. So this was a super fun trip and yeah, I was really glad that I went. So I don't know what happened here. This was April 22nd to 28th. I kind of made just like a page of stickers and I wrote, I didn't want April to have any blank weeks because I'm trying so hard to get back into my planner, so a sticker collage sounded right. This week was okay, feeling very unmotivated to work, but making an effort socially as much as I can, trying to get out of the house more. Went to a travel meetup. Yeah, so I started going to this meetup group with these women who like to travel. So I was really trying. Then we get into May. This is one of those spreads that I purposely made because I knew I wasn't going to be writing a lot that week because it was just hard for me to write at this time. So if you ever feel like you can't write a lot or whatever, just put some scrapbook paper down and boxes on top of it. And then you only really have to write in the boxes. So that's kind of why I did that. I thought it was a fun look, something different, right? Something a little different anyway. So I did do a couple of things that week. I'm making an effort, obviously. For my May Currently page, I made a page of my current favorites. And I don't love this one. For some reason, these colors are just, whoa, they're just throwing me. But I like making favorite pages once in a while, just for something different. They're fun to look back on, years later especially. My favorite app was Libby for library books. I was really enjoying all of the audiobooks on there. My favorite perfume at the time was Glossier, which I still love. My favorite TV show I was watching one day, it was really good, Spicy Margaritas. So it's just really fun to pick some favorite categories and write those in to look back on later. Okay, this is my May monthly page, and I don't love this. This is a little crazy. I used alcohol markers on separate pieces of paper, and I glued in my plans, and it's just really bright. I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not one of my favorites. Here we go into the first week of May, and this one is so super cute. One of my favorites of the year, probably. I do know this sticker book. This is the Pastime sticker book from Happy Planner. One of my favorites from last year or the year before. I forget. Anyway, it's really cute, and probably because it's pastel that I really like it. I was starting to plant flowers and planting my garden, and I was getting in a much better mood because the weather was getting nicer. I have learned this about myself over the years. When spring starts happening, I get in a better mood, and then summer, I'm in a really good mood, and then fall, and then winter, definitely the doldrums. That's actually how I'm feeling right now. I am kind of in like the winter doldrums and feeling sort of depressy, you know? But once the weather starts turning nicer, it's like the sunshine just all of a sudden makes me happy, you know? It's almost like that every single year. I got my new patio furniture. That was cool. It was Mother's Day week. This one is so fun. Again, I drew the boxes, and I think that's why I like it so much. But I do like a good wild spread, right? These are Live, Love, Posh stickers. I did go out to dinner with my travel meetup friends, which was nice. This first part of the year was actually nice because my daughter Heather was working for me, so she was coming over like at least a couple times a week, maybe 2-3 times. She would work full-time here, and it was just so nice having her here, especially now that I was like this empty nester and my kids were gone. It was nice having her come over every day or every few days. So it helped me with like that transition. Win of the week, socialized with strangers out of my comfort zone. It's fun to do win of the week. Okay, I love the Boardwalk ice cream sticker book. This one really appeals to me, even though I didn't make an effort with my handwriting. I have good handwriting here, but I didn't make an effort with any fancy writing or anything. I love this one though. I was definitely starting to get out of the house more, and I was feeling good. I went to a barbecue at my parents' house. I had a friend over for Chipotle chicken bowls. I went to a meetup group game night at someone's house, with a new meetup group. It was fun, but everyone in that group was at least 10 years older than me and up from there, which is fine. I'm okay with being friends with older people, but my purpose was to kind of meet people in the same stage of life that I was at. And they were in a different stage, so I just couldn't relate to a lot of them, and I did stop going. I lost 2.4 pounds, so I was on Weight Watchers again because I had gained, 10 extra pounds that I wanted to take off. This week I started going back to the Y. I definitely had a lot of weekend plans around this time, and that's making me feel a little bit kind of bummed out that right now I'm not having a lot of weekend plans. But again, spring, summer, I always have more plans in the spring and summer. So I guess that's why. This was Memorial Day week. We had a gender reveal for my grandson and found out it's boy. June currently page, that's a really fun one. It's bright and cheery, isn't it? I added some scrapbook paper in there. This is when I was definitely working part-time, and I was happier, but I think we'd all be happier if we were working part-time, right? I was able to do that last summer, and I really enjoyed that, and I think that might be a trend going forward, that in the summer I work half days. I am so grateful and so appreciative that I have that luxury that I can do that. I definitely took a hit financially, but I was able to be okay still. So I may do that again every summer. I don't know, because summer is very slow for planners, as we know. The busy season is September through about March, and then it really slows down because people fall off their planners, Let's see. We go into June monthly. This one is really cute, and I love what I did with the highlighted plants instead of box stickers. I think that's a really fun look, and I color coded it and everything. Really cute, actually. I wrote oopsie no to-do list this week. I think I just struggled writing in it this particular week. Let's see. I went to my friend's house for her birthday, and then I went down the shore to my other friend's house and stayed overnight. That was fun. Pretty miserable this week. I developed some kind of inner ear issue. The doctor thinks it's allergies, but I'm not so convinced. Hope it goes away. So this was the start of my ear problem. My ear felt clogged for a couple months, and it was so bad that I was really miserable. I was not happy at all. And I think it really was TMJ issues. I did see a TMJ specialist. I was also in PT for my shoulder, and my physical therapist worked on my neck and my jaw too. And eventually it went away. But these next couple of months, I was really I know it sounds silly. Oh, your ear's clogged, so what? But it was horrible. I couldn't stand it. And sometimes I would get pain shooting in there as well. I hope it never comes back. But yeah, it was really bad. This was the week of our mother and daughter photo shoot, and I went to my parents came over for dinner. This was the week I was supposed to go to Chicago, but I got really bad sciatica, really, really bad sciatica, to the point where I realized I couldn't go because just the thought of getting in an airplane and sitting and the different bed or just lifting my suitcase, all that kind of stuff, I thought I cannot go to Chicago. I was supposed to go with my cousin. I felt so bad, but I couldn't go. But anyway, it's a cute spread though. Also, Live Love Posh stickers. It's such a cute spread. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why I didn't fill these out, but this spread's really cute too. It was my mom's birthday. We went out to dinner. This is the week I started at the new gym that I'm still going to now. This was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I feel so much stronger now than I did at this time. So that was such a good decision. Here we go into my July currently page. It's a little crazy. That's a little too crazy for me looking at it now. I think I liked it at the time. Do not like it anymore. Here we are into July monthly. I usually do some sort of 4th of July theme. And I mean, it's cute. It's very box heavy. Okay, this is when I switched to the checklist layout. I thought I make so many different lists that I like to categorize, so I thought this would work out for me. Now, functionally, it did. It made sense to me because I can categorize my to-do list every week if I want to. But decoratively, it didn't make sense for me, and I struggled. I struggled with this every single week because I wasn't going to use all the lists usually. And if I did, it would be like blank looking in the middle and then decoration at the top and bottom, and I didn't really like that look. Not every week. So I just had problems with it, but I did stick it out almost till the end of the year, I think, for the most part. This one. This is one I just obviously threw together so quickly. It was like, oh, I didn't decorate this week. And I just really quickly wrote in here, I really quickly put the stickers down. Not super cute at all. But this one's pretty cute. My 6-year YouTube anniversary. It was stormy that week. Lost power. Doesn't look like a lot going on. Allie and Heather's birthday. And then nothing. So obviously you can see I was starting to like fall off. It's interesting when I look back on my planner for the year, trying to figure out like why I fell off at certain times. And this time it wasn't because anything bad was happening. Although my ear was really bothering me and I was pretty sad about that. So that could have been it. But I think it was probably more that I wasn't liking the checklist layout so much. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to use it. We're into August, and this is such a fun currently page. I love this one. It's very vintagey and green, so green. But I think that turned out really, really cute. And here's the August monthly. These are stickers from Martinez Sticker Company. I think they're very cute. And then this one, don't love. I don't love this one. I don't know what happened here, but not a fan. What are these numbers down here? You guys probably know more than I do. 333 or 29862. Oh, I wrote discomfort ratings for ear under each day. So I think the main reason I wasn't really writing it in it was I was just not feeling good. And sometimes that's the way it goes as well. 9. Yeah, that must have been a really bad day. I did get a night guard that day at the dentist though. So that was partially why my ears started getting better too. So you can see it slowly start to go away in the next couple of weeks. This one, not writing in it very much either. And not much going on. I went to the movies to see It Ends With Us. That's really about it. Not a good one either. It's okay. I just didn't write in it hardly at all. Oh, this is when I started dating. Like right around this time, like early August, I started dating again. And this was one of my first dates. Oh, I did have a date back here on August 2nd. Yeah, around that time, late July, early August, I started dating again. I am still currently dating, but maybe only meeting like one new guy per month, it seems. You know, it's not going really well, but I'm not too upset about it either, so it's fine. This one's so cute and fun. This just goes to show you can make your spreads cute in the checklist layout. Obviously, I brought color in here, which helped, but yeah, I think this one's really fun. I'm starting to plan baby shower, watching New Girl again. I had another date there. This is very different. This was that sketchy floral sticker book, I think. And I just wanted color, you know, I just didn't want it to be black and white, so I added that. It's okay. This was my daughter Kaylee's birthday. We had a party for her at her dad's house. Another date here. Ooh, another date here. I was like getting into it, getting in the groove. This is cute. September currently page. It's very kind of muted and neutral. I like it. And then September monthly, which was kind of Gilmore Girls themed. First week in September, we did a coffee themed layout here. And I tried to sort of experiment with layering boxes in here, but you can see I even had to white out these check boxes there. So I don't know, not super thrilled with this. So my ear had gotten better, but now we are into the eye. So I got COVID, obviously, on Wednesday the 11th. And then I ended up in the ER, in the eye hospital ER on the 12th, because all of a sudden I had extreme bursts of eye floaters everywhere in my right eye, like black dots everywhere. It freaked me out. I was freaked out. And you probably saw the video where I start crying about it. I was really, really upset about this because, well, first of all, it came off of like my ear was starting to feel better. And then it's like my eye. And our senses are so important to us, but we don't really realize sometimes how important they are until there's something wrong with them. The eye thing, I was so scared. I was at the ER with COVID. I had a fever. I had to wait 4 hours in the waiting room. I'm not exaggerating. It was literally, I think, 4 hours and 15 minutes in the waiting room. I had a fever. I hadn't eaten. It was in Philadelphia. I had to drive myself down there. It was really a bad day. It was a posterior vitreous detachment, which happens as we age. It's just that some people get symptoms from it and some people don't. I wasn't aware that this is anything that could happen, but it happens to pretty much everybody. It's like the gel in the back of your eye separates. All of a sudden, I could not see well at all. And I saw floaters everywhere. And so I became very sad. And I still had COVID, okay? So I was just on the couch and like really, really sad. I started watching Gilmore Girls. It's my comfort show. I watched that nonstop. I literally watched it nonstop. Yeah. So not feeling great. But I was able to write in my planner this week, which is good. But I wrote still sick, still sad. This has been a really bad week. Yeah. It did start to get better. It was gradual. I was still seeing a lot of floaters around this time, but it did manage to go to the Savannah Bananas game in Philly, which was really fun, and I'm glad I went. And I got back to the gym. So things were improving a little bit, and they did improve a lot more over the months. I definitely still see one group of the floaters, and I have like a lot of visual snow, but I'm able to ignore it most of the time. It's definitely always there, but it's not as distressing as it was. Like I was seriously depressed about this, and it definitely got better in that I see it and I don't care as much, if that makes sense. I wish it wasn't there. I wish my eyesight was better, but if I don't think about it too hard, then it's much better. If I start focusing on it, I get like kind of sad again. But honestly, it's worlds better than it was, so I will take it. This spread's pretty cute. I know somebody said it looks like, tombstones. I didn't mean it to look like that, but it is what it is. I pretty much took off work all this week to work on baby shower stuff because my daughter's baby shower was the 28th and I was hosting. I was so busy this week. It was such a great shower, but it was so much work. I was so tired afterwards. We get into the October currently page here. I meant it to be super creepy, and it kind of is, but not too happy with that one. Then we go into October monthly with these cute little ghosties. I think that's a fun spread. And then this is the first week in October. I went to Savannah this week for like a long weekend with the travel group that I started seeing. I almost didn't go because my sciatica came back, but it ended up like being a little bit better the day before, so I ended up going. So I'm really glad I went. Savannah, Georgia was a fun little town. I don't even want to call it a city because it was just such a cute town with all of these little squares and everything. I really enjoyed that trip, and I got to know a couple of the women really well, and that was really fun. So now we are back home. Not much going on here. I don't love this spread. It's a little too much for me, but this one's cute. I got sick again. It was like a time of sickness for me, but it was only a cold. It wasn't COVID again or anything. I was shopping for couches. I really could not, it was like a struggle trying to figure out what to do with the couch situation, but I finally figured it out. Here's Halloween week, or the week before Halloween, I should say. I'm still not loving the checklist layout. This one I covered up the middle completely. I just wasn't loving it. This week I switched to vertical, and then this week I decided to do like a combo vertical and checklist, which actually was a really good idea, but when I look at it after the pen, I don't like it as much. I just love a good after the pen spread and how it looks. So anyway, I'm back in the checklist layout again here for Halloween week, and this one's fun. I think that one turned out cute. Here you are with the November currently page. I was feeling sad. I was worried about the upcoming election. I was excited for my new grandson. This was my fall bucket list that I never used. I did do some of these things. I didn't do a lot of them though, I will say. Let's check them off now. I'll tell you what I did. Let's see. Okay, I did not do a lot of these, you guys. I did use my simmer pot. Shoot. I wanted to do fun fall things, but I really didn't have many people to do fun fall things with, you know? I don't have a lot of friends that are like close by. I'm trying to make more friends that are near me, but I don't have a lot of them, and I just didn't do much. I did carve a pumpkin, and I did buy a fall candle. That's really all I did, you guys, out of that whole bucket list. It's fun to make a bucket list, though. We can always dream. What happened here? Oh my gosh. Okay. This was the spread that I was going to write one thing I was grateful for every single day in November. And I didn't, I'm being completely honest when I do these flip throughs, and you can tell that because I didn't do it. I forgot about it, to be honest. Like, I completely forgot about it. I could do it now, but I'm not going to. Then we go into November, and this is such a cute spread. I really like combining. You can see I was like experimenting now because I was so sick of that checklist layout. So I like combining a blank page with another page, and the dashboard layout's perfect for that because the dashboard, like on the one side, is different than the other. Like, this is all the dates. So that's a good spread to experiment with, and I think that's so fun. I really like that a lot. My grandson, Levi, was born on November 13th. I decided to use one of the baby sticker books for this for obvious reasons, and such a good week. And it was like a little scary because she was having some problems with delivery and everything. She ended up having a C-section, but so relieved, so happy, and he's doing really well. He's a healthy boy, and he just had his 2-month doctor appointment yesterday, and he is like 50th percentile in height and weight. And that is like the Goldilocks of percentiles, don't you think? Like, that's perfect. So yeah, he's doing well. This one's cute. I'm back in the checklist layout. Wait, was this one? Yeah, this one was too. This one's really cute. It's that, like, what is that sticker book called? Oh my gosh, I forget. Anyway, I like this one a lot. This is a good way to use your checklist layout, I think. So I was spending a lot of time at Kaylee's this week, and I kept stopping by to see the baby. This was Thanksgiving week. Every day I had like a different category of gratitude. And then here we are into December. I think I fell off in December, which almost always happens because I get busy. Oh, wait, I didn't even write anything here. Okay, so for December, I wrote my 2024 memories, and that was like one good thing that happened each month of the year. And so I forgot to finish it, actually. So let's do December. What happened in December? I got to spend Christmas Eve and Christmas with the kids. They slept over, like it was so nice. And that never happens when you're divorced. Obviously, like you have to split. And my kids are married and in relationships too. So like we have the in-laws as well. So it's very, very rare that that happens. And I was so happy that it did because it really made for such a happier Christmas. Okay, so here's my cute monthly spread for December. And I will say, like when I use big stickers on the monthly, I always like it better. This one's probably my favorite for the year. I think that's really cute. And then we get into December. I went out to dinner with a couple of those travel buddies. Not much else was happening, really. Visiting Levi a lot. More December. I think this is where I start to fall off after this, but this is a cute one. And yeah, that was it. Wait, what happened here? Oh, let's glue this down. Sometimes if I use different layouts, I'll forget to glue the pages together, and then I'll flip it and look at it and think, whoa, what happened? Okay. This one's so cute. I really like this one. I didn't write in it much though, did I? I really did not. I only wrote in it Monday because this was my happy list, and that's all I did. Because I started to get extremely busy with Christmas prep, and then I didn't even put Christmas week in here. And that's so sad because Christmas week is supposed to be so exciting in your planner. And I think the last 2 or 3 years, I've completely just skipped Christmas week. Also, Christmas makes me sad these days, but still, it's mostly just because I'm so busy getting everything ready for Christmas that I kind of put my planner, on the back burner. So anyway, that is my planner. I know this was so long. I tend to get really, really chatty in these flip throughs because for me it's like a good look back at my year and all of the things that happened throughout the year, and it's just memories and fun to look back on and talk about stuff. I do get the question all the time, what do I do with my old planners? The answer for me is I keep them. I keep all of my planners. I started planning in 2018 and I haven't gotten rid of any except for a couple of work planners that were strictly functional and not decorative at all. But for the most part, I keep them all because for me, they're sort of memory planning. As you can see, it's good to look back on and know what you were doing when. And also a lot of work goes into making these spreads. And also for me, I'm on YouTube and it's also like YouTube memories. Does that make sense? So some of them I look at and I think, oh yeah, I remember that making that video and like something funny happened in that video or whatever. So for me, it's like a whole wide variety of memories and a lot of work and love goes into these planners. So I just keep them on a shelf. And I don't know how long I'm going to do that for. I guess as long as I keep planning, I'm going to be doing that. If you're still here, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you want me to do like monthly flip throughs this year. I could try to do that for you. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if so, please give it a like. All right. Thanks so much. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.